are beginning from my side. So late January 2017, I slipped on the ice in the loading bay at work, banged my head up, 10 stitches, and my hand swelled up like a melon, which probably protected the rest of my face and my teeth. I was taken to the ER by a work colleague and Dana came to meet me. That explains a picture in Dana's first blog. A couple of days later, January the 31st, I got a nosebleed at work, which didn't stop. I had to cancel my night class and come home. I bled through dinner, after dinner when Dee Dee went to bed, and then some more. And some more. I mean, when I went upstairs, when I went to the upstairs bathroom to try to see what was going on, I bled everywhere. On just about everything. I tried to clean it up. I bled more. It came to the point when I worked out I needed some help. I called out to Dana, who unhappily took me to the ER. Once I was there, I was quickly seen, as most people do when they're bleeding that much, and I had my nose cauterized. However, the blood tests for platelets and total red blood cells indicated I was suffering from a dangerous lack of both. So I was admitted to the hospital. For the next 2 days I was tested for cancers and blood disorders and was asked repeatedly a set of questions which I said the same answers to. Dana was with me through this, including a bone biopsy. However, she does have an important job, and we have a dog. So life has to go on. Dana said goodbye and that she'd come back late to see me in a few hours. That was the 2nd of February 2017. In the fog. The next thing I remember was trying to work out why it was really hard for me to think and say a complete sentence, having no idea what was going on, but most importantly, why a trained medical professional with a kind face I thought I had never seen before was explaining to me that it was nice that I was actually waking up after being in a medically induced coma for 6 days. Then I remember seeing a tired-looking Dana Dovell sitting right next to me. I had no real memory of those 6 days. Even now, when I think I remember a moment, it's like a snapshot of a photo or something. Trying to remember anything else over these last few years is like fishing in the dark. I do remember Dana being present, even though she was worn out by my unpleasant past general behaviour and a large dose of the seasonal flu. So what happened? I have a disease. Some of the symptoms of this disease include denial of any problem, including thinking you are in control of how to manage this disease, not fully understanding that you have become a chronic liar, believing that nothing that is going on around you can be blamed on you, and that even though deep down you know something's terribly wrong, you're too scared because you are sure that there is no hope in your current lot in life. My name is Mazz Marry, and I am an alcoholic.
You're a good reader, Dr. Marry. You're not as good as I am,
well,
but you're pretty good
you
for
are
a
a trained
plant,
professional.
so
I am trained in the arts of plants, not public speaking.
I know, but we're both living my other world brand, so that's good. Support local here.
It's still tough to read. You know,
Yeah.
I wrote the thing, and it's still tough to read it.
So the first time I heard it, I cried and cried and cried and cried. And do you remember what you said to me?
Oh, God.
No, it's good.
Not exactly.
You said, Dee Dee, after all this time with you, I still don't sometimes know why you're crying.
Yeah, it's confusing.
It's not confusing.
It is. It's a conundrum.
I mean, sometimes it is confusing because I can cry at commercials and stuff. But I cried at this because I've never heard you say that.
No, you were shocked I wrote it for a start.
Well, yes, I was. But I've never, because I don't go to AA meetings with you.
Yeah,
I've never heard you say that phrase.
Yeah, I never
And
thought
so,
you'd say that.
you know, you hear that phrase coming out of actors' mouths in movies and on TV, and sort of what I think about so much of this journey is that part of the problem, I think, from my perspective, was that I only had TV in Hollywood to tell me what it meant to be an alcoholic. So if I hadn't been so naive about it, maybe something could have happened sooner and it wouldn't have had to go so far. I don't know that it could have. The truest thing that I've learned from this in these years is that there wasn't anything more I could have done.
A person who has this disease has to want to listen. I mean, we know that now. I mean, I hear it, I see it all the time. But that last sentence, the first time I said that out loud in my first AA meeting, that's a powerful piece of medicine right there. And you're in a room full of alcoholics, because this was in the treatment centre, so there was drug addicts as well. And it's just a place where you're not judged. Everyone's the same, no matter what your background. You are in that room because you all have that one thing in common. We all are suffering from this disease.
Yeah.
And you're not judged, and it's actually, you feel safe.
Yeah, it's amazing. You're amazing.